unusual weather for this time of year. Lots of big black clouds, plenty of rain and blustery conditions. Very unusual hot currents coming from the southwest which are providing plenty of hot air.
And that's the weather with Jim. To more news, Darwin has been dubbed the UFO sighting capital of the country, with numerous sightings around the territory, including the now famous Wycliffe Well. News reporter Ophelia Ripley has been out on the streets speaking to some of the locals and has filed this report.
Thank you, David. There have been many reported UFO sightings across the territory, including 7 reports during 1 week of April 2010. A June 2008 sighting made it into the world's most famous museum for extraterrestrial life. Darwin has now been dubbed the UFO capital of the country. We've received descriptions from eyewitnesses who have stated these objects range in size from Ford Mustangs to football fields. Some say they have bright, pulsing lights in their body and are often silent. Others suggest that the UFO sightings are actually international spy planes. The Australian Defence Force has denied any allegations that these close encounters were part of training exercises. Jordan Walker, resident of Darwin for nearly 20 years, is a witness to one of these close encounters. Jordan, tell us what you saw.
Well, I was at Casuarina Beach one night a couple of weeks back. I was having a few drinks with some mates. We're just sitting around having a bit of a laugh. And then I looked up and I thought I saw a shooting star go across the sky. But it was getting closer and closer to us. And I could make out this ovalist shape with the pulsing lights from underneath it. It just hovered there. The next thing I remember is waking up in the morning. I thought I was dreaming, but one of the other guys started talking about it. We just packed up and went straight home. And when I got there, the missus was yelling and screaming.
And what made you believe it was a UFO?
If it was a helicopter, we would have heard it. This thing was huge, but it was really quiet. I've read about these things before, but I've never believed them. Believe me, I saw this one. I'm lucky I didn't get probed.
2 days ago, Anna Cameron claimed she saw a UFO while on a stroll through Charles Darwin Park with her 2 young children. Anna, explain to us what you saw.
Yeah, it was about 20 past 6 on a Tuesday afternoon. I was waiting here for my husband. He was at Dinah Beach boat ramp waiting to be picked up. And the girls and I were just having a wander through. I overlooked the city and I saw 3 lights. And I'm like, it's a bit strange. It's sort of on dusk a little bit. And then all of a sudden they started moving. And I'm like, oh, and they're getting closer and closer. And then all of a sudden it just shot off into the distance. And sort of spoke to my husband when I picked him up and he's going, yeah, sure. And I was like, male, of course, having a couple of beers on fishing. I said, didn't you see? And he goes, no. And I'm like, it's true, there was lights and it sort of just took off into the distance. But that was it. I sort of didn't see anything after that.
And how did your children react to this?
At that stage, they didn't see it. They were sort of just having a look around everywhere else. But when I was talking to my husband and explaining to him what I saw, they go, oh, how cool's that? UFOs, man, that's cool. It's like E.T. And I'm like, yeah, right. And then my oldest daughter got into it. She's going, oh, Mum, look at this. And she was getting books and she was really excited about it.
I took to the streets of Darwin to ask what the locals think of the UFO sightings.
Well, it wouldn't surprise me if there was something else out there. I mean, can't be the only intelligent beings in the universe.
And what do you think of the recent UFO sightings?
Did the government ask you to ask me this?
No.
UFOs? I haven't seen UFOs, but I have seen aliens. One usually visits once or twice a year, generally around Christmas time, drives a Magna, wife and kids call it mother and everything.
It's all out of crock if you ask me.
You've heard it from the streets of Darwin. Are there other life forms out there, or is it all just a load of crock? Ophelia Ripley reporting to you from the streets of Darwin. Back to you in the studio.
Sightings around the territory. To more news, Darwin has been dubbed...
I woke up in the morning laughing.
And what do you think of the recent Good.
You know, we can't be the only intelligent beings in the universe. You know, we can't be. I mean, we can't be the only intelligent. We can't be the only intelligent.
Do it. Cut.
No.
Do you think the other one was alright? Back to you in the studio. Cut.